Cleveland Browns. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They begin this drive with Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run. But I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run. One that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Pushes past him, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
But when you call back-to-back plays that gain that type of yardage, you fall into a nice, easy rhythm as a play caller, and you gain some confidence early, too.
They run again on first down, Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 14. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. A nice run leaves them just inches from a first. Could they possibly be tempted to try this on 4th and about a foot? The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They start the drive with Cook. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Allen off the play fake. Going deep for Diggs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Watson now to throw. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a 1st down. They go up the middle with Chubb.
And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Watson off play action. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, Allen.
Quick slant to Shakir. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Up the middle is Cook. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. His pass caught at the 4. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown.
James Cook
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Now a throw here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, and the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. After the sack on 1st down, Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
20, 10, 5, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
And that flag accepted.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This one fielded at the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at their own 16. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Taron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Taron Johnson able to pick it, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Gregory Rousseau.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And now here is another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now?
He's got it at the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bills continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a first down throw. Watson uses the stiff arm.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception.
Jair Elam makes a pick.
And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the 2nd quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass.
And now here is another interception. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Well, there's a reason they call him a ball-hawking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there. After he got it, he took it all the way to the house to widen their lead.
And what's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray, right before that snap, pointed to his number on my play sheet. Got to see him a little bit as a ball hawk and a return man that time, didn't we? That's just the type of play they expect from him, and he delivers in a big way. Nice call, Bruce.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Myles Garrett, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Brandon, never ceases to amaze me just how fast these defensive ends are in the game nowadays. Part of that is what we're seeing in college football, where they've gotten smaller and faster on the defensive side of the ball, but they brought that to the NFL because it is hard for an offensive lineman to keep them away from the quarterback.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. On play action, Allen going deep for Diggs. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of midfield at the 48. Off of play action, it's Watson.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A give running right is Chubb. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
73 yards on the ground for him so far.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, Cook. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Again, it's Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Left side, Cook. They find some open field here. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go. And that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
It seems like they've been running uphill all game.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept the pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Alert! 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 56! 56!
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah,
the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. 3rd time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, want to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. In for the sack, Deion Jones. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he fields it cleanly. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that is. And now here is another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson, and the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
But when this game is done, the credit will go to the consistent pressure on the quarterback as a huge cause of this win. Most teams are happy if they get a few of these games per year. You know they're going to watch this tape over and over, try to identify what's working and keep it going.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook.
Down to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Allen. And this is Cook with the ground.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
James Cook
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Bills are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul not only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, a solid stiff arm. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They run it again with Chubb, and he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Watson. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
88 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a first down as well.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the